a little whoop. I haven't seen anybody. Oh, they did it again. Well, I don't know if anybody's there, but I cannot see you because I'm sharing. Because sharing is caring. Marta's doing a little dance. Oh, 15, okay. Hello, you people. I'm still sharing, so I'll be back. Let's see. Who did I not get? So, if you're here, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies, whatever you got. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through, seeing who's worthy of a personal invite to the show. Collectively me, Raven Crow. Okay. Who else? Bella and hello, whoever's there. I can't see you yet. I'm gonna almost done with the sharing here. Hi, Desert Pagan. I never see him. I don't even think he makes videos anymore. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Let's invite Protest to the church so she can tell us what church will be like tomorrow. Oh, wow. I don't want to invite her. Oh, that's a druid with the hounds. Stillskin Jane. May. Oh, my goodness. So many people to invite. And while I'm thinking about it, I just launched the Level 1 Witch School for July 2023. You can find the link under classes in my link tree. Or you can go over to gumroad.com/witch school, which is, of course, WITCHSKEWL. Okay, that's 15. Hello, you damn people, whoever's here. Tame Tree Fox, how are you? Derek, how are you? Andykin, Derek. Oh, Derek's liking the live. Yeah, if you're here, like the live, because the haters will show up and they'll try and hate. But good luck. Good luck on your hating. Good. Glad you're well. Just over here, beating the heat. Laura, hello. Andy, I already said hello. Joanne. Angel Love, hello. Yeah, I'm just looking at the names, scrolling. Day's pretty good. This is a lot of it. It's Saturday. I did my morning sit reps about the Ukraine war to get up to date. I listened to the pro-Ukrainian side, the pro-Russian side, the independents in the middle, and figure out what's going on. Orams, how are you? Sebastian, how are you? Somebody already wants to come in the box. Sebastian, of course, wants to come in the box. Clicking it. Come in the box.
Always.
Get enough people in the box so we can do a Brady Bunch thing.
Oh, yes. Oh, that'd be fun. Did you see the text I sent you, by the way? Bree told me her interpretation of it.
My volume.
Yeah,
I didn't hear a damn thing. My volume was down. What?
I was just saying, I sent Bree the same message I sent you because I kind of forwarded the same text to you that I did to Bree, but it was saying about the inverted pentacle and asking what it symbolized.
The left-hand path.
Okay.
The point up pentagram is, spirit's the top point. is the philosophy, or one of the philosophies in the right-hand path, spirit over the flesh, because the other elements are the flesh elements, and inverted, it's flesh over the spirit. Two different paths you can walk by, but there's still time to change the road you're on. Actually, I tend to use both hands. You get more done. Cat's eyes, how are you? I was just arguing with somebody about the pentagrams. We've been going on for days. And talk about they started when they were 15 and they're 41 years old now, and everybody has their own way of doing things. Blah 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 blah. Magic works in the ways that it works. The reason that I teach the pentagram method, that, go back a couple videos, cats, you'll see the big A pentagram method, is a type of magic that's been being used for hundreds of years. If we follow it back to its core, the keys of Solomon, thousands of years. Now, there is creativity within magic, and that's important, but then there's also the momentum of belief. And the momentum of belief is such a powerful force, you can never overcome it. And the momentum of belief is that if you are repeating the same steps in the same way for the same purpose in magic, you are calling forth all of the magicians who ever did that thing that way. So the oldest model that you have brings you more energy. These things, people want to remain in willful ignorance, but some things in magic just cannot be denied, and ignorance of those things is no excuse. I am a teacher. I just launched level 1 July 2023 over there at Witch School. Get over there, check it out. People are signing up already. You've got until the end of July to sign up. Go to my link tree, find the button that says classes. It'll take you over there. Just make sure you're finding July 2023 or you're in the wrong damn class. Wolf in the Woods, how are you? Unicorn, hello. Sasnatch. 5150, how are you?
Yeah,
that's still my CB handle.
Already.
It was already kind of melty, that one. You hadn't frozen all the way. So you want to give that one some time so the other ones can freeze.
Give it some time?
Yes, you want to wear that as long as possible to give time for the other ones to
What is up, Jesse?
Jesse, how are you? Find me in the woods, hello, how are you, Derek? Hazel. Yes, keep liking. We're already at 1.7 thousand likes. It brings more people here, but it also keeps the haters at bay. I'm procrastinating at work. Get that. Changing seasons. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, where it's 90 fucking something. I don't know. I haven't looked in a while. It was, I think, with 96.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature in Fahrenheit?
It's about 84 degrees outside.
Okay.
84?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No.
I would love to have some 84 right now. Okay, now, wait, now I'm just pouring water on my head because it's hot. I know it's giving me a wet t-shirt, but don't you people start sexualizing me, okay? God damn it.
I mean, I'm not gonna say shit. I'm not saying shit there.
That was the funniest damn thing I'd ever heard. It was this. They were sexualizing me over this, apparently. I mean, it's sexy. I'll tell you, especially, shooting flies. Right now I have it because the wasps are trying to eat the small monarch caterpillars. And they also eat the eggs too. I discovered that when I saw one of our little babies get carried off one day. So wasps come around, I'm gonna bust a cap in their ass with salt.
Now that could be taken in a different way.
One of the best.
Busting a cap in somebody's ass. Yeah.
Yeah. You had to take it gay, didn't you?
I did.
I'm just looking down here. All right, I'm not seeing new people that I haven't said hi to, but I'm sure I missed some. Yeah, keep liking. We're at 2.7 thousand likes. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, where I just launched level 1 July 2023 just this morning. And I tell you, 10 minutes later, people were signing up, so something's working. You are new to what? Witchcraft? If you are, thank you for not calling yourself a baby witch. New is fine. Even noob would be fine, but that's offensive in gamer terms, I guess.
No, I'm a gamer, and
How
I
was
will
that?
give you permission there. That's on behalf of gamers. No, it is not offensive.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
if
you're
you
new to
said
this
try
page.
hard,
Okay.
that might
Well,
be. If you said
be
try
sure
hard, that might
be
be.
sure
But
to follow.
yes.
Changing seasons as a druid, a shlancha to you. My
I
original
actually have a few
tradition,
Druid friends,
the
like
craft of my.
Rich with two dogs. Yeah, I'm. He's a good friend of mine.
Sorry, a video about white sage not cleansing things. Thank you from a native person. You're welcome. A lot of people argue, but I literally do that video about every month. On several accounts, I've done that video. And on the first account, we did a poll of Native Americans that were in the feed, and 80% agreed with my take on it. Which is good because I learned that from a Native American. I recognize that tribes have different ways, but 80% is 80%. So,
By the way, do you know anything on the Diju race?
how do you spell that?
DJIU, I think.
Nothing.
It was like a Celtic origin, or it was like a Celtic elven race, I guess, or something like that.
There's the Tuatha Danann. The Tuatha Danann were the indigenous people of Ireland from which came the fairies, and they were said to be darker than night.
Damn.
So the blackest of the blackest people that ever existed were the indigenous Irish. And it looks like Tuatha. Looks like Tuatha De Danann, but it's Tua De Danann. Oh, bye, Derek. I didn't even see you were leaving.
I don't know if it was even more of a race, but a nationality. I have no idea. I just...
They were seen... Well, the Tuatha De Danann were seen as a race. I mean, from them came the gods of the Celts. But in the tellings of the gods of the Celts, they walked around with us. They fought side by side in battles with us. It was a very different take on gods than most cultures ever had. Lu was said to have a spear that he could throw out in the battlefield, and it would wipe out legions of men and come back to his hand. It was like a guided missile. More on Solomon. Not moron, but more on Solomon. Without him. Majority of magical traditions will have to trace part of their origins to Solomon, including much witchcraft and definitely Wicca. Even the pentagram comes from there. The black-handled knife, even being called the athame, all comes from Solomon. Including the boline comes from Solomon. The sword comes from Solomon. The pen, all the main ritual tools that even a Wiccan would have on their altar, all find their origins with Solomon. In addition to the way that a Wiccan was traditionally taught to bless their water on the altar is actually the way of making holy water in the Roman Catholic Church to this day, because it was derived from Solomon, and they derived their holy water from Solomon. So even though you're not calling, Father, Son, Holy Spirit when you're doing your water on the altar, the formula, anytime you hear yourself say, blessings upon thee, O creature of water. Creature of water, creature of salt. It's an odd twist of language. Direct translation from Keys of Solomon. So that's where Gardner got his water for the altar, and that's where the Catholics get their holy water. Is that good on Solomon for you? Yeah, I don't think you're expecting none of that. Protestant Church, how are you? And Protestant
Yes.
Church, a one-woman army. Well, she's got a handful of friends
Yeah,
too.
she's a friend of mine.
Just every fucking Sunday in Protestant Church in New Orleans. And you should jump in the box.
What's up, my guy? What's up, my dude?
One person in the box.
By the way, did you know Neptune went into retrograde 2 days ago?
I did not know that, but Neptune stays retrograde for a very long time when it does.
I know.
Yeah. If only my neighbor would join. I'll keep working on them. Very interesting. I'd like to know more about the pentagon. See, it's pentagram. Pentagon would be the shape in the middle of the pentagram. Pentagram indicates drawing. The root word gram from the Greek means to draw. So anytime a pentagram, a 5-pointed star is drawn, it's pentagram. It doesn't have to have a circle around it to be a pentagram. That's another thing. A circle is a separate symbol combined with the pentagram to make some other stuff happen. But a pentacle is what's around Sebastian's neck, what's around my neck, a physical object. On the altar, there's usually, traditionally, there's usually a pentacle. But then, there are other things called pentacles. So there are not other things called pentagrams. Pentagrams tends to refer to a 5-pointed star, but you'll find an entire magic, including Solomon's magic, where he has the pentacle of Venus, the pentacle of Mars, the pentacle of this, pentacle of that, and they are devoid of a 5-pointed star. But still, they are a pentacle. So pentacle doesn't even hit on the language of the 5-pointed star. It's not even describing a 5-pointed star. What magic is behind the pentagram? Earth, air, fire, water. May I join? Yeah. Yeah, get in the box. If you want to get on the box, get in the box. And invite your friends, invite your enemies. I stopped inviting people.
I'm getting a pentacle tattooed on me this evening.
Well, I guess if it's tattooed, then maybe that's pentagram because it's drawn.
Yeah.
But that it exists in space too. A conundrum. Quandary.
Right, conundrum.
Giggity. Oh, I got a couple people in there. I didn't even see Cat's Eyes was in there. I'm sorry, I was missing it.
Oh.
We'll be able to do the Brady Bunch window.
Hey, friends.
Hi.
I'm gonna do cheese, because that's my personality today.
Padawan.
Did I hear Padawan?
Wand is wand. And since we went there, a wand is a tool of reception. A wand is used for bringing things to you, so it's traditionally held in the left hand, where the blade is for sending stuff away from you, and it's traditionally held in the right hand. These left and right hand ideas are repeated all through the craft. Anything that is a law or a strong rule in witchcraft, you will see repeated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. So left and right hand mean a lot of things, and the left hand path is the path of receiving, and the right hand path is the path of giving. So repetition, I guess.
So then what do you think of left-handed people?
That's where it gets complicated, because it's your strong hand that usually. So yeah, for left-handed people, that gets all fucked up. I mean, for the rest of the craft, left-hand path means left-hand path. But for your personal tools, well, a left-handed person is going to be having their wand in the right hand and the blade in the left hand.
I'm right-handed.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Technically, I'm ambidextrous. I can use both.
Would that change the definition of it then? Like, not the definition, but like you said, so the wand is in the left hand, the swords are in the right. Would that matter on the dominant side, or like it wouldn't really flip-flop anything, would it?
No, that would just be a personal thing. So yeah, the goddess was still be receptive. The God will be generative. All of those things stay the same. But then the goddess would be the left and the god the right, which is why traditionally, all the way back to Wicca, if you have a god and goddess on your altar, the goddess tends to go on the left-hand rear of the altar, and the god goes on the right. See what I'm talking about? Repetition. They just repeat. And if you don't see a hard lesson in witchcraft repeat itself over and over and over again, it's not a hard lesson. It's not a law. Everybody went quiet. I guess they're thinking that's good.
No, actually, I was debating on whether. Well, that too. I'm a deep thinker. I'm an overthinker and a deep thinker. So
I just didn't want my vehicle to make random noises because the AC's right here and the blinker's super loud.
has a nice tempo to it, though.
Oh, okay. Well, nice graphic in the back. It's like Pac-Man
Right.
getting drunk.
No, that's actually Cheese from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
I like chocolate milk.
Yes, I knew that's what was coming next.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah, that's an imaginary friend from a cartoon series from Imaginary Friends. His name is Cheese. No one really likes cheese.
Who the hell doesn't like cheese?
I like cheese, and I like cocoa.
Although I can't have cheese because I can't have dairy. I have galactosemia. So does my man in England. We both have that. Yeah. Also, galactosemia very much affects my weight, so I'm as skinny as a stick or a twig.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. All mine goes to the beer belly, I think.
Yeah.
What a mighty sexy beer belly there.
What do you practice? Cats and changing seasons?
Cats can go first.
I don't know. I do a lot of things. I grew up very different than how I am now. I'm a preschool teacher and I teach at a Jewish school, but I'm not Jewish. But I think that it's very interesting to learn about. I grew up Christian, and I wanted to be a pastor and I used to, like love Jesus and all that. And I don't know, I feel like I've been educated, but I just find it all very interesting. I love magic and learning about it too, and I love seeing how it relates to the Bible. I don't know if I'm echoing, sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. But I love hearing about like Solomon and how, or just different verses, like when you're talking about that. And also, I think it's Abraham, how he goes into a temple. Might not be Abraham, might be someone else. But he goes in, maybe Moses, he goes into a temple, but he has to wear jewels and rubies and amethyst, and it talks about all these jewels he has to wear. And I just think that that's really interesting too. But I don't know. I feel like I just want to find out the truth of like behind all of it. Like I like researching. I don't know. I guess like what you're talking about with I forgot what. I guess it was Wicca, you said. Like, I don't know a lot about that, and I've been wanting to learn about it. So, and I found you guys, and I was like, these guys seem cool and seem like they know what they're talking about. So,
Yeah.
Did you know that? Did you know the Bible actually said there's a passage in the Bible that says, "Seek knowledge and question everything."
yeah, like stuff like that. That's really interesting because I know, like, New King James Version is completely changed from, the Torah, and even that has probably been changed. But like,
No, actually, the
I
Torah
like
has
to
never been
find,
changed. The Torah has never been changed.
or yeah, maybe not the
Actually,
Torah.
I'm in contact with a rabbi who I'm a former Christian now, completely. Well, I'm now omniist. I'm an omniist pagan witch. So.
Well, in all of respects, they use the word wise And in all of those texts, wise means the same thing. It means witch, magician, sorcerer. Even the three wise men, the wise old woman of
Magi, yeah.
I think King James is the first to come out and just say witch, because he had a problem with us. We never heard what's changing season. What's your practice?
So, I never really know how to answer this. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't necessarily. I'm not a witch. And I'm technically not a druid. I just call myself a druid because that's simple. And I've had a lot of confirmation and a lot of psychics, so what I'm about to say might seem a little outlandish, but
How are you, my brother?
the path that I follow is they call themselves the higher order. They're not an earthly main topic. They're interplanetary and interdimensional. So they're not universal, so they don't go to other universes, but they're interdimensional and they're planetary wise. So on Earth there's a lot, but more on the spiritual side. And within that you have landwalkers and dreamwalkers. I'm a landwalker. I ground and tether the dreamwalkers. We usually form groups, and within those groups you have 5 main categories. The English translation was witch, druid, magister, necromancer, and wizard. And those were the 5 main topics, but they were translated from an alien language to English. So they don't have the same definition.
You speaking on light language? Because that's an alien language. Well, no. I don't know much about light language, but I'm
Asgard in here. I'm a guess Norse pagan.
yes. He's a dear friend of mine.
Ooh, me?
Yeah.
I'm technically I'm an eclectic North pagan. My deities and my practice is mostly North pagan, but I've been studying Druidism and witchcraft and Celticism and all of you, Osirianism and forever. I've got about 27 years combined of education and exercise and practice.
Yeah, that's the same boat that I'm basically at, and my practice is I just do what I do on the practice part of it.
What you do to me? Sorry, I had to go Mudvayne route.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it witchcraft though. It's a different kind of craft. I do a lot more physical. I just do it myself.
Whatever it is, this is a school. We're here to learn something. I'm a teacher of witchcraft, and I spend a lot of time arguing with willful ignorance of the witches to say, well, just do whatever you feel. It's all about intent. No, it's fucking not. It's about the laws of fucking nature. They are constant. We are using the laws of nature to force nature's hand to make our shit happen. And when I try and teach these things to people, and I get these people coming back, it's like, because they never heard that before, rather than look at that, it's like, well, wait, maybe I should look into these laws of nature. Maybe my magic would work better. They come at me with excuses why they should be allowed to be ignorant. Oh, everybody does everything different. Yeah, they do, but we still have the same laws of nature in every school of magic, and those are still important. Willfully not knowing those things and getting out here spreading it out around on TikTok is not a good idea. I spent all my whole morning arguing with some fool on my page. I was kind of hoping they'd show up in live, but in the box. And look, we can do the Brady Bunch thing.
But for me, it's not necessarily I learn from everything, and I understand that. Just for me, I don't like doing it. They don't tell me to do it, my guides and stuff. They don't It's not something that I would do, and if I do, they said that it would be more on the baneful side or the lower vibrational stuff. If I were,
I work with Michael.
or
I work
something.
with Archangel Michael, so I know what you mean by lower vibrational.
Yeah, lower vibrational stuff. I don't do it that often because A, I don't know what I'm doing. B, I don't want to do it. And C, what I'm doing right now works for me, so I'm learning as I go.
But see, you just said one of the most important things. I don't know what I'm doing, but
Yeah,
I'm willing
I'm
to
not
learn.
a witch, so
That's
I don't.
where the importance is. People who forget to learn are on the wrong path. All pagan practices is about learning and continuing to grow as individuals.
Anybody that comes out and
Knowledge
acts
is power, my friend.
like knows everything is wrong. A wise person knows that there's a lot of shit they don't know. It's like, what happens after death? Fuck if I know. There's a lot of theories out there that make us feel better. I don't fucking know. Maybe reincarnation's true. Maybe we got one shot. Maybe our atoms
Maybe we're
reassemble.
just dead and nothing happens.
Yeah,
So then wouldn't you just say that's just being agnostic? You don't know the answer?
I think a healthy amount of system is a good thing to have. It's like saying that you know the answer to something you clearly don't know. It's like, yeah, there's certain things in magic. I've tried them, I've tested them, I've experimented. I can tell you those things work. What's the afterlife like? I don't fucking know. What's God? What's
I know what
God?
I know what I hope it is, but I have no idea what it is.
Exactly. But I have to recognize that a lot of stuff that we're taught makes us feel better. We're going to see our animals again after we pass. We're going to see our friends and our relatives in the afterlife. Maybe that's true. Sure makes you feel better, though. And maybe that's why people spread it around, just because the...
Antifreeze. Oh, eat. Okay. That was close.
I just
I
hope
feel
there's
like
beer and a big kitty redhead.
I was alive and then I came back, so I don't know if I'm going to echo now. So this is a test.
you're good on
Okay.
my end.
Okay. Do you know who Dr. Wayne Dyer is? You remind me of him. You speak just like him.
Who? Them?
Yeah, uncle.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, I have a doctorate, and I am definitely not the smartest person in the world. I'm an idiot.
Where's everybody from?
You know where I am and where I'm escaping to.
Yeah, I'm in New Orleans.
I'm a Scorpio. I'm very secretive. Okay, leave me alone.
Oh, I
Yeah,
want to visit New
we
Orleans.
have one of those, and he's very secretive about everything. He's always suspicious about anything I say to him, as if I'm...
Denies.
Yeah,
He gaslights.
he denies, he
everything,
gaslights, he does.
everything.
Where's everybody else from? Kansas?
Ohio.
Ohio? Cats?
In Tucson.
Okay. Ohio's really hot now.
I love ADHD with that. When you said Tucson, I just literally just had a song by Chainsmokers just go through my head. Thank you.
Orem says I'm adopting...
Songs about me. I'm just kidding.
Orem says I'm adopting secrecy these days. I mean, that is the etching on the paw of the Sphinx. It is, I forget what the name of it, to know, to will, to dare, to remain silent. That last part is the thing that makes the magic happen. My witch mother taught it she always taught things in the darkest way, so you always remembered it. And she told me one time, she says, look, you ever have like a frenemy? And I go, what do you mean? It's like, somebody, you act like you're friends, but you really secretly hope for each other's demise. And I say, yeah, I've got people like that. So what you do is you invite them out for coffee. Get them to talk about one of their goals. Get them to talk long and hard about that goal. when they start to trail off, say, wow, that's really interesting. Tell me more. How are you going to accomplish that? What are you going to do? Get them to talk about that thing until they've exhausted all of the energy it would have taken to manifest that thing into reality. And they will never accomplish anything. Stay silent. You cast, let it go. Don't talk about it. Don't post it on the internet. None of that crap. I thought one of you guys were rocking out. I guess it's Marta. Oh, we lost Asger.
Damn it.
He seemed cool.
Ooh, I remembered
Yeah,
something.
he is. I was trying to give him taps. Like, I was trying to give him at least one coin, and I finished, but it was in vain.
Definitely meeting some new people here. What did you come up with changing seasons?
I remembered a good thing. The one thing that the higher order did teach me to do, to use my inner power, was sigils. So I make my own sigils. One of the confirmations that I got that was true about them was, I had a Dreamwalker friend on Earth, and we started making sigils. I was experimenting with plants to see how to make them grow better. So that's my other specialty, is plant work, like growing them. And I put sigils in the dirt, and I put, one night, she went on a mission to another planet, because we go on missions or whatever, and there was this thing called a rogue, which is basically someone from the higher order that knew how to gain a lot of power and used it to their advantage in a bad way. So they were taking over that world, and they threatened her to come after her. So her spirit guide that helped her sent her away, and he came back and stole our energy. But beforehand, she told me to wear my protection, wear her sigil, her personal sigil, my personal sigil, and everything. Well, the night that she came by, I was connected to her, and he drained our energy. The next morning, all my plants that had sigils in were dead, completely dead. They were doing wonderful the day before, and the next morning, just dead. And they were rotting, and there was flies everywhere, all over them. So they were acting as wards, because I didn't tell them not to only take my energy and not give me theirs. So they protected me, and I didn't realize that. So I knew, that's how I found out about wards, when I got into Witchfoot stuff with the physical craft, because that's something that I was like, oh, I kind of do that already. And that's how I got into Witchfoot, because I liked her practice, and that's how I found out about wards existing. I was like, I created a ward and didn't even realize it.
So you create them?
I make my own sigils in a different way from Witch is. So the Witch way is kind of confusing to me because it's all connected. I don't like that. I basically just, the way that the higher order taught us was draw any sort of shape, just make sections. So like a circle with lines in the middle, like a plus and an X, and then you count out the sections, write them out, take your word of intent, put each letter in, do not take out the vowels, and then just go put a dot in each of the sections that you put it in, wherever you felt like, and then just make sure you connect all the dots. Just, it doesn't have to be a continuous line. And then you take that over and customize it, and that's your sigil. So like you just keep writing it out until it feels right for you.
So
You did that after that happened to the plants or before? Oh, sorry.
Before.
something I need to mention. I'm a teacher. There is no such thing as witch sigils. Sigils come from chaos magic, period. It's their thing. If you follow it far enough back, they got the idea from Solomon. But Solomon was binding spirits, disembodied entities to symbols. Our ideas and language change, and by the time we get to sigil magic, spirit doesn't mean ghost anymore. It can, but it can mean the energy of an idea, a concept, a place is a spirit. So sigil magic in chaos magic is binding the spirit of a concept to a symbol to them to use for magic. But just I wanted to put that in proper context. So witches borrow that from chaos magic.
Yeah. I was just saying that from
And it's a good
doing
thing.
research on it. Sorry.
That's the thing with chaos magic. They are it's a type of magic. They're allowed to do a lot of experimentation, and they come up with drastically new ideas based on very old magics. And Sebastian just jumped out. Okay. Hey, Crystal, jump in the box. Anybody wants to come in the box? Hit the thing, jump in the box. Dock of Hearts, you can jump in the box too. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, and I got to remind people that I just launched the Level 1 Witch School for July 2023. If you go to my link tree under my profile, hit the button that says classes, it'll take you over there. You can check it out, see what's in the class, and sign up for the thing. Chinese Taoism uses something similar. Can you jump in the box and tell us about that? Or do you have enough followers to jump in the box? I want to know about that. I don't know anything about Taoism. Marta's rocking out some cool shit over here.
I'm surprised you don't know about Taoism because I feel like what you're saying is very relatable to that.
I recognize the connections, but I don't really, it's not something I specifically studied. I understand where certain concepts came from. It's kind of the problem that I have with a lot of the gatekeeping on TikTok is magic and universal knowledge is like a role-playing game. You must traverse several continents in search of keys. You must take several paths to find these keys to open the magic box where the magic is. And the way it works out here on the internet, it's like you're not allowed to study certain things. You're not allowed to learn certain things about certain cultures, which is absolute bullshit. It's a recipe for ignorance, and I won't ever play along. I want to know it all. I want all the keys. I don't care where the keys are. I want to open that fucking box.
I say this all the time. They're like, this practice is closed and yada yada yada, but you can't learn anything about it. How am I supposed to know what I'm doing is closed if I don't know it's closed? How if I don't do any research? Like
get out here on the internet is certain African traditional religions are closed, and they require initiation, but the deities or spirits that are worked in those paths, they are not closed. You may not be able to practice Santeria without an initiation, but you can work with any one of those orishas if they want you to. But to practice actual practice of Santeria, well, you need to get initiated. Funny way of looking at it, but all keys are accessible for anyone. Absolutely. I mean, no one culture on earth has the truth. It was scattered amongst us all in hopes that we would come together and exchange these ideas and evolve. This idea that I see on TikTok is an attempt at de-evolution of magical cultures, and I won't play. Who wants to jump in the box? Yeah, fragments from where? Maybe it's the ancient aliens, man. I'm open to that too. It could be that. Ancient people describing angels coming down on beams of light could be a fucking transporter for all I know, man. I'm open. Again, I admit the things that I don't know. The gods as we know them could have been fucking aliens, and if we talk to the Sumerians, well, that sure the fuck looks like what it was. And we were here to mine gold. We were genetically altered to mine gold, according to the Sumerians. And the gods of that pantheon were not our friends.
Unfortunately, I have to go. My family just got to the pool, so I'm gonna go swim. I was waiting on them. That's why I hopped in, so.
I'll be over here pouring water on my head. Have fun.
All right. You stay hydrated and cool.
Good to
It's
meet
hot
you.
down there, ain't it?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like 100 degrees or something.
Probably close to it. Pretty shady in the backyard, though.
I know Missouri was getting like 110 degrees already, and I was like, dang. But
Thanks for coming on.
it was nice talking with you. If you're ever live again and I have time, I'd love to stop by. I got in with Sebastian and Derek and New Moon Magic, or Mags is what they call her.
Was just about to throw you under the bus and invite you in. All right.
All right. Well, you have a good one.
All right. Good to see you. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans. Be sure and invite your friends, invite your enemies. I stopped inviting people a while ago, but I'll see if anybody's out there that I need to invite that I didn't. Mm-hmm.
My ice is totally melting.
Shit. Okay, I'll get there.
I thought it came with 20 ice packs.
It did. There, I didn't fill all of them up because there's not enough flat spaces. Let's see. All right. Hopefully I get somebody in the box here so I can walk away from the damn thing. Jesus. All right. I'll be right back. Invite people. Invite your friends. I can't sit there and invite people, but I'll be right back. Zip it.
Oh, this? Look, it's playing with a spider thing. Stay away. The spider bitch. Penguin nest. Oh, God bless you. Thank you.
Oh, dear. And look at that. Nobody. All right. Hey, Bells. Sorry. I was going to keep moving because just not enough people in the box. I think I invited most of these people already, except for okay. There we go. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans. Bells, Aim, and Lion. It's been. But I lost track of whether it's sweat or the water I keep pouring on my head. Oh, yeah. But our backyard is usually like probably 10 degrees cooler than when I walk out front. Sometimes it fucks me up and say, oh, it's just kind of nice. I guess take the dogs for a walk. When I get out front and that New Orleans sun hits us. They're fine, of course, but yeah, it's been hot. It's I think today's supposed to be the peak, and then it slowly goes down, or is it tomorrow the peak of the hots, and then it tapers down to like 80 something.
Nah, I don't believe it.
Yeah, well, they tend to be wrong about the weather around here pretty damn often. But hopefully they're at least right about the temperature.
Well, my weather app's decided not to work. So
Oh, well, there you go. Well, Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans. Clearly not a busy Saturday around here. The heat index makes it feel like 112, I believe. Yeah, they always telling us how we feel. But right now there's a nice little breeze blowing through the backyard.
Yeah, my app's not working at all.
You go a shave, you got the umbrella. We've been we spent a lot of time in the backyard. Our house is big and it's got open ceilings, and it's just a pointless effort to try and air condition the damn thing.
96 feels like 110.
96 feels like 110. So Crystal Ghost Girl was pretty close. She said 112.
So I don't see any tapering down. It stays in the 90s until the 15th is where it stops.
And
I don't see any tapering
all right,
down.
then they changed it again. Shango's been ripping this state apart. I forget where you are, Orleans. We tend to have a lot of thunderstorms here. I mean, most of them are thunderstorms. I was going to walk to the antique market today, but now not sure I can make it. Yeah, I wouldn't be walking. Oh, you're in the Irish Channel. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be walking anywhere for quite a while. I try and take the dogs for a walk when the sun is, down or almost down. And there's a couple really shady streets we try and take. Yeah, definitely. You see it drop when the rain comes. Definitely could use some of that. But I think last time I checked, we were at 1% chance of rain. Although it really doesn't mean anything in New Orleans. They never can predict the damn weather.
Yeah, it's always really good when it rains.
Yes, yeah. I remember one day it was like around 96, rain came, dropped down like 84 in an hour or two. It was so nice. Rain here means mud and floods. Yeah, here it means a lot of floods too, but we're in we're floodplain X over here, so not a flooding part of New Orleans, but there are many flooding parts of New Orleans. The other day they had boil advisories in several places, and I noticed driving down the street, city workers had opened all the fire plugs for like 3 blocks, just spilling water out into the street. And somebody told me, it's like, yeah, they're bleeding out the bad water so people don't have to do the boiling water thing. We didn't get a boil water over here, but I guess parishes near here did. Let's see. Who's that? Papa Fenwa? Get in the box.
Biggest fan.
He is my biggest fan. He's always here. On the bright side, the broken ass streets can make it easy to bury things at the crossroads. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They fixed our street, I think, a year ago, so not How many potholes lately? I tend to try and stick to routes I know when driving in this town because I learned where the potholes are. You don't want to go like blazing down the street and place you don't know. What'd you do wrong? Nothing, not that I know of. But we got nobody in the box, and all the boxes are still there. It's like I don't know why the box doesn't go away. Not like I need a real giant picture of me, but we had a few guests, and now we just have a bunch of boxes. Speaking of the Crossroads, I noticed something hilarious the other day. Okay, I've always lived adjacent to Crossroads. Guess that's two. I mean, a couple houses down. There's always stuff going on in the Crossroads in New Orleans. And you just learn to leave shit alone. Leave that plate there. Leave that candle alone.
Don't take the offerings.
and dogs. One of my dogs, man, he'll eat anything, and I have to pull him away from the Crossroads quite often because there's like plates and shit people leave there. And then another thing in this town, if you have a dog, people tend to walk around eating chicken and just throwing the bones over their damn shoulders. So my dog's I'm constantly pulling chicken bones out of his fucking mouth. It's alive. I just wanted to watch and ghost watch. All right. Like an infant, Crossroads moved across Bay Crossroads. Yes. Yeah, they do that, and crawfish. There's crawfish everywhere, but chicken. And I get it. It's like, you go, my friend, Christian Day, before we moved here, he was always talking about, you need some gas station chicken. And we're just like in California, go, what the fuck? You're eating food from fried chicken even from a gas station? What the hell? And then you come here, it's like, yeah.
And it's good.
Every gas station, every liquor store, every place has hot food they're making, and it is fucking good. Gas station chicken is fucking good. So everywhere you go, I just went to Winn-Dixie yesterday. There's fucking a bunch of hot fried chicken there for everybody. It's like people just walk around, eat it, and just throw it on the fucking ground. And Mojo always finds it. And I've had to put my hand halfway down his throat to pull it out. I'm sure he'll be fine because one day we had Thanksgiving, and our son had this giant turkey leg. He had about, 3-4 bites of the turkey leg. And
we turned our back for no more than 10 seconds, I swear.
10 seconds. And it's a giant turkey leg, bigger than the dog's head. And I swear he must have swallowed it whole. There was a couple pieces of bone. Yeah, he wanted to make sure that we didn't take it from him. He just inhaled the goddamn thing.
Then he threw up.
And then he threw up, yeah. Brothers to Ish. Quickies. Quick, it's 8. Are you like talking in foreign languages at me now? Is that tongues? Is that what that was? You sent me a chicken leg. Oh, thank you. We don't have enough of those around here. Baby doll, hey, how are you? Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, just sitting out here beating the heat. It's nicer outside than inside. Got a bit of a breeze, and god damn it, it's fall again. Jesus, I gotta sweep some fucking leaves again.
I wish it was fall.
Look at all the leaves falling. Yeah. Weird. All right, lol-ites. Well, what do you people want to talk about? You can jump in the box. We can do the Brady Bunch thing, or you can type it. I've been arguing with ignorance all day. I tend to do that. I will teach something about magic on the internet, and people that have never heard that get butthurt because it, challenges their power or something. Oh, really? All right. Papa Fenwa was jumping in. Look at this.
Hey, Engelbert.
Bells, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Papa Fenwa got a haircut since last time I seen him.
Well, I've been in Africa for 2 months. I had to. It was a little. It was a little long.
How hot does it get over there?
Actually, this time of year, it's the winter season, so to speak. It's the wet season, so it was a little cool. At one point, right before I left, you could almost have to wear long pants, almost. But in January through middle of March, it was hot. I mean, it was 2 bottles of water hot in your pocket all the time, taking 2 or 3 showers a day hot. That was in Abidjan. This time I was in Angola, in Luanda and Soyo, which Soyo is right next to the mouth of the Congo River. The wedding goes out to the main water.
You're like mining or something?
Like what?
You're mining or something?
No, I'm an offshore worker.
Offshore
I work around the world.
Okay,
I do underwater.
So somebody said that you worked in Africa at a mining operation or some shit.
No, I run underwater robots for the oil field industry around the world.
Okay. So so offshore, like oil rigs, that kind of thing.
All rigs, boats, vessels, semi subs, drill ships, wherever they can fit it, we go. Deep water.
Where in Angola? The last place you were there.
Angola's like the state. Luanda was the city I was working out of for the first half, and Soyo was the second half. And that's across the river from Cabinda, and that's about the mouth of the Congo right there. But I was 100 miles out or so, something like that. So I working the Kazamba field.
You pirates?
We were on alert stage 2. So I didn't see any, but yeah, it's a possibility. Nigeria is more of an area for that. The military kind of keeps a close eye on the Soyo and the Luanda area.
I remember this show, they had like mercenaries. I think it was off of Somalia. They hired this mercenary company to deal with pirates. And it was a good show for a while. I don't know whatever happened to that show.
Well, I mean, some of that is true. They do hire private security to work on the ocean going like the cargo ships.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that kind of thing. Yeah.
Drill ships and vessels and oil rigs don't really have that much, if you know what I mean. Now, crews did mutiny on board, say in Nigeria, put all the X-Packs in one of those cargo boxes, hooked it up to the crane and swung it over the side with demands until the military shows up. And yeah, that gets kind of hairy. So it does happen, but not as often. It's the nature of the beast, where you work. You sign up for this gig, you're putting yourself in that way. I mean, the rig could blow up, the vessel could blow up. I mean, I've been on 3 rig fires. Yeah, shit happens.
Rig fires,
That
what
sounds
do you
terrifying.
do? You get off the damn rig and let them put out the fire?
No, you go to your muster point. They sound an alarm. You go to your muster point and you hope they put out the fire and you don't have to board those lifeboats.
Yeah.
And if you do, there's usually a rig or a vessel close by that you can get to. But usually where I work, we're 100 miles plus out. So you're not going to get there by that little lifeboat. 23 years of doing this. Then you have H2S gas, which, good cloud can float across. And by the time you quit smelling it, it's too late. So it happens. But I'm still alive. I'm hard to kill.
I could be worse. You could be in a cubicle somewhere.
Done that too for 7 years, and I didn't like that. That's why I went back out in the field. Nope, no more fishing offshore. They outlawed that pretty much. Cannot fish offshore because of liabilities, people getting hurt, hooks in their hand, falling overboard, shit like that. So they pretty much outlawed fishing on all the rigs and the vessels now. That's pretty much a worldwide standard now, unfortunately. Because you used to catch some really, it was nice to have fresh tuna. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I spent 4.5 months this year in Africa. So yeah, I was about to file for citizenship. If I have to go back there again.
For Angolan citizenship?
Well, Africa citizenship, because like I was in Abidjan. I say Abidjan, but that's not the way the locals say it. Abidjan's a native French-speaking area, whereas Luanda and Angola is more of a Portuguese-speaking area. They have a lot of different dialects and languages depending on where you're at in Africa, which I found peculiar, but they do call Abidjan Little Paris.
Huh.
So yeah, and it's a lot of French down there, a lot of Egyptians, a lot of Angolans. Again, Angola being the state, Luanda being the city, and Soyo being the city, and Cabinda as well. It's interesting, to say the least. It's a view. Makes you appreciative of what you got here in the States, I'll tell you that.
So, the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Why exactly were we fighting?
I don't remember now. That was 10 years ago, and I kind of tend to just run my mouth and just go on and forget about it, and then run my mouth again sometimes and forget about it and go on. I don't know. I think it was something to do with something else, and I don't know. I don't even remember now. Do you?
I don't know if it was 10 years. No, I think that's why I asked. Well, I know you're in Mindy's camp. I think that was pretty much the whole reason, really.
Well, yeah, you're right. I'm not going to deny that. You're right. Somebody said something, then I said something, then
I didn't know you.
You know how that gets.
I mean, that was the first time I ever saw your face, is when you were calling me out for attacking your sister. Who's not your sister.
You got to realize, I got a habit of doing shit like that. I'll start shit and turn off the internet and just go about my business.
That's so chaotic.
I'm serious. I mean, this is all fun and games to me.
I do the same. It was the blackmail first. You pimped that off. Candy? Blackmail. Are you blackmailing someone?
What?
See, there's been so much stuff I can't keep track of it. Usually Candy's the one that keeps me up to date on these things.
I can't either. Sometimes I'm just like, who? What? When? Why?
Somebody needs to give me a roadmap or something. I need a detailed list to keep up with everything. I find more stuff about myself when I come online and I read these things than I actually know what's going on. So kind of like, what am I doing today? What am I today? What did I do last week? Or 9 times out of 10, I'm on a job working offshore.
That's a whole lie. You know exactly what you did. You popped all this off with blackmail. You, sir, posted on my Facebook. You sent me a message with tons of nude pictures that you were blackmailing me, saying you were going to release if I didn't leave Mindy alone.
No, that's a lie.
That is not a lie, and the proof is still up. It's on YouTube. It's been spread by over 80 other content creators. How is it a lie when it's from you?
Because I've seen many fake messages passed along, especially recently.
Okay. So the messages above talking about you was at a fire drill on your rig was a lie too then? So, because you forgot it was the whole conversation that was above it. You forgot about that. And the slander, the derogatory comments, and the passing my explicit pictures to your so-called sister, and then all of them lying and slandering and throwing my name under a bus, thinking that they was doing some shit, but you act like you don't know what you was doing the whole time. Or about the lives that you were in with the Mirror Beyond, where you were saying that you throw obsession spells on all the women on TikTok and all this, that, and the other, but you don't remember what you do, right? You like one of them teenagers that get caught with their hand in the cookie jar and be like, I didn't know, I didn't know. Lying ass motherfucker. That's why I didn't want to get on the box. He ain't about shit. I'm
All
out.
that's false. It's all false.
Oh, Andy, where'd you go?
I don't know. She left. She's mad because it's all false.
I'll bite her back. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. I'm
In the
here.
boxes.
Hi. Hi, everybody. The man you love to hate, the J.R. Ewing from Seattle.
So I think I have heard some of that stuff. But yeah, I usually need candy to I won't box up. I showed my evidence. Oh, okay. Well, it was good having you guys actually like talk about the stuff. So why don't you stay in the box? Because I vaguely heard some of the stuff that you're talking about, but there's so many different rumors I wasn't able to keep up on it. But I do recall you talking about something like that from your OnlyFans or whatever your page was.
It's like this. You can go outside and I'll tell you the sky is green. I can sit here all day and claim the sky is green. And I can tell everybody that I'm blue in the face the sky is green. And I can get mad when you don't agree with me. I can tell everybody the sky is green. And if you don't agree with me, you're wrong.
Hey, Uncle Bert.
Hey,
Right
How you
on.
doing?
Same thing.
I'm good. It's kind of hot here.
Same every day, huh?
And again, people, like when I pour the water on my head and I got a wet T-shirt, don't be sexualizing me.
Because it's hot.
Especially
It's fucking hot.
sexualizing when I got this. All right.
When I walked out of New Orleans airport, that heat hit me like a wave in the face. I mean, it's hot.
I live for it. I don't
I
know.
wasn't used to that. Not when I was in Africa. It wasn't like this. It was nice. Not gonna lie. It was almost like our fall. Almost. Not quite as cool, but it was close.
Fenwa, I have a few questions for you.
I don't even know who you are, first off. Second off, why should I give you my time?
Why should we give you ours, though?
I'm not asking you to. I've never asked anybody to give me anything. That's the problem.
So are you aware that Raven literally sent me a voicemail saying that you were...
that I literally don't care because y'all don't matter to me. I don't know why y'all think y'all do or why y'all think I'm subject to a court of appeals when I'm not. I don't care. You understand? I get on here, I do my shit, then I get off. I don't live for this. This doesn't hurt me emotionally or physically. I really don't care. I don't care what you think. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care about any of that, honestly.
I just feel like I'm coming from a place of openhood right now.
I don't care what any of y'all think or feel.
I'm coming from a place of respect talking to you right now.
I don't care.
And I also just feel like you're being overly defensive when I'm just trying to bring forth a common ground.
I'm just trying to be honest here. You know, I've watched the videos, I've seen the things, I've seen the post, I've seen what was said.
You didn't see any of mine. I've had you blocked from the jump because of shit Raven said about you to me.
I don't really care because this is all hearsay. This is he said, she said.
It's not. I will send you the voicemail.
I don't want anything from you because all the doctored up shit I done seen lately. This be in a court of law, all this shit be thrown out.
No, it wouldn't.
Because Candy's over here saying she's got voicemails and text messages.
I do too, from Raven about him.
I don't care.
I don't hear from Raven.
Nobody, what y'all don't seem to understand is when I turn off this app, that's it. I'm done with it. What y'all don't seem to comprehend is I'm done with that. Y'all get on here and you make TikTok your life and you do your business and hey, okay, I understand that. That's your business, that's your livelihood, good on you. But how is all this drama helping your business? How is that helping your business at all?
So you see,
people are not going to want to be associated with someone who's full of drama. They're going to want to go to a respectable, kind of quiet practitioner because they don't want all their business in the street. You see what I'm saying? This is not a good look for y'all.
Except for the part that
this is just fun for me. I pop in, say what I gotta say, cause a little
Right.
chaos, and I'm out. Exit stage right.
Even your wife told you to let me speak because I've had conversations with her and been super respectful.
I don't really care. It doesn't affect me is what I'm trying to say. Nothing y'all got to say is going to affect me. Or
At the end of the day,
or anything.
At the end of the day, I am one of the super quiet people on this app, and I only come in boxes on other people's lives when there's real shit going on.
This isn't real shit.
Be loud as
Not
fuck.
for me. Maybe
Not
for y'all.
me.
So
maybe it affects y'all's
I asked you a
lives, but it don't
question.
affect
All I
mine.
did was ask you a question, and you came over here and started spewing.
I gotta interject.
One question.
So, Papa Fenwa, the actions that you were describing are the actions of a troll. You start shit, you turn off the app, you don't care what happens, you're a troll. Okay, at least you're not arguing with me.
Me and you used to be mutuals. Me and you dead ass used to be mutuals.
You got me. Birch got me. Can't lie. He just told the truth.
He's not lying.
At least I'm honest about it.
For somebody to have entered this box with peace in mind and you to only attack shows everything.
Okay.
I wanted to put shit and settle shit.
Okay. There's nothing to settle for me. It's only for y'all.
No,
y'all
I want to get to the bottom of telling you. You know, it's not okay. So when you're saying these things are doctored by Candy, right?
I'm saying there's all kind of doctored things floating around. Did I say her specifically? I don't recall that, but I did say, and I did state, as of late, I did see a lot of doctored things floating around. So, I mean, what can you trust? What can you not trust?
Wait. What things are doctored and how are they doctored? Are people using AI, deep fake?
I don't know.
How are you saying that it's doctored?
How would somebody go about doctoring your voice?
My voice?
Yeah. How would somebody go about doctoring a whole conversation with you and then play your voice in their messages? How is that a thing?
I didn't say nothing about that. I said the text messages.
But that's a part of the text messages. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
how does somebody record their screen and show all of these messages and then click your voice and it plays a whole conversation in your voice? How is any of that doctored if that's how it happened?
Okay, so voice messages and text messages are two different things.
But they're on one recording. So you
can't
doctor that whole recording.
Oh, I've seen stuff cut out. I've seen stuff edited. I know somebody in here right now that they had a full-on text conversation posted that she didn't even do.
Yeah, that was me. Somebody went and faked a whole conversation with a friend of mine that I had no idea of. And apparently the messages were supposed to be on TikTok, and me and my friend are not even mutuals on TikTok, much less ever have a conversation on TikTok. So that, and I did go to Candy directly and I messaged her. I said, hey, this is not me. I want to let you know this is not me. You can screen record this conversation right here. I'm telling you, this is me. This is not me. And I gave her a whole list of reasons on each and every message I supposedly had sent that said it was not me. Well, and I know who it was. I know exactly who it was, and I'm going to.
You do know I'm feeding on this, right? Y'all do realize that, right?
You can't feed off of my energy, but go ahead, try.
Okay, believe that.
Yep. You realize I wrote the book on feeding on your enemies, right?
You're feeding the troll. You do realize that, right?
I don't know why you're trying to intimidate me or threaten me when I'm trying to have a civil conversation.
It's not a threat. It's not intimidation. I'm just telling you flat out.
That's exactly what that is. Do you know that I could be feeding off of you too right now? I could dead ass take all of that energy and give it to somebody who really needs it. So you just answered the same way I did.
You can try.
So what's the problem? Because you think that you older, you tough shit?
Yeah, I do. I am. I do.
Okay, so how about we have mutual respect, at least while we in the boxes?
I am all the bad things you think I am.
All
I
right,
don't think you shit.
let her say
Fun
what she
fact.
wants to say, and then you can respond because she wants to get stuff off her chest. And then if you don't want to respond, don't. But just let her say what she's got to say, please. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, troll away.
Hey, behave.
I ain't trolling. I would never do that without direct proof. Let me tell you. So let me just start at the beginning. From what I know about you before I even candy is from Raven, right? You're supposed to, so you don't have to respond. You don't have to. Just listen to what I'm about to say, and you can
I'm
take
listening.
whatever.
I'm just getting something to drink.
Now, these first text messages started and involved honey. Raven came to me about honey and you, Fenwa. She asked a whole slur of questions to me about honey. And then she finished that. She finished that by bringing up the fact that honey then asked for your help in a situation after the fact. And you proceeded to message and contact Raven about me. Who am I? What is my practices? Who I work with? How would I undo some of my work? These are questions that you ask about a practitioner who you do not know. So to sit here and say that you don't even know me and then attack me for wanting to clarify a few things.
I know, Crystal.
That's weird.
Well,
and the fact that this was during the time you and Honey were talking, that's also weird to me. So all of that lines up on my end and did line up.
I don't recall any such conversation whatsoever.
You don't know anything about these conversations that Raven told me about?
Nope.
Is that not at all concerning to you? That you are being involved in conversations such as this?
Not really.
Can I let me interject for just a second here. I'm just kind of listening to the conversation, been through this conversation with many a person, not trying to make everybody get along and make peace or anything, because, people gotta butt heads for a while before that's ever going to happen. I wish Candy would come back on. But the common denominator in all of this and all of the times that we covered this is Raven. Raven is playing you all. That's all I had to say.
And I do also want to point out, Crystal is very right. Miss Honey still very much says that y'all talk.
No, they do. I know they do.
Well, I'll tell all y'all that's a lie. We
I'll
don't.
come back when I don't understand. I don't know why I need to be on screen to listen to any of this or anything. This is like all this is past me, but I'm really trying to see.
A lot of people don't know all the story. You have all the story.
He's saying that you have all the story.
What do you want to know? How many lives have we been on? You know everything. What else do y'all want to know?
Our side has literally shown every single receipt, every single voicemail that we have, every single
I
voice
lost
message.
2 pages to mass reporting because of the receipts I post. And I posted these as exposés on YouTube. You guys can look them up under his real name, Kirk Bergeron, Papa Fenwa, expose on YouTube, as well as Mindy Dodd, the Bayou Boo-Ha, all of that. While you rolling your eyes, it's all on YouTube. I have no need to keep going over it on TikTok because, like he said, he feeds off this shit. And I'm not giving his nasty ass troll no more energy. I ain't gave him energy in a long time. He sucks and feeds off the little swamp ass trash that he gets. And he ain't getting nothing over here. So what do y'all want to know about her? She's just as much trash as him. She wants to lick his nutsack. So she's just as bad.
I'm going to tell you this based off of the conversation that I had. This conversation that she texted me and sent a voice report.
What else do I got to say?
You made it your life's mission to come at me, and I'm laughing.
Whose life's mission? I ain't talked about y'all in months. Y'all keep bringing it
6
up.
months you've been after me, and I'm sitting here
I
laughing. I
removed
think it's
Raven
cute.
in November, and she has been actively stalking me. I had to file a police report. And if anything I said against you was false, why didn't you hit me with defamation of character?
Why should I defend myself for a lie?
But Fenwa, this is also something
Okay.
that
Anyway,
Why do I need to defend myself against lies?
you're
Seriously,
saying that I made it my life mission. You don't know my life. I don't even know you. I don't talk
I
to you.
don't
Haven't talked
want
to you.
to
So
be
what the fuck are
honest.
you even talking about? My life's mission. My life's mission. I'm a justice worker. That's the only
And what?
reason you see my
And,
face. Because
and
you're a
if there's
decrepit
any
piece of
justice,
shit.
and if
That's
there
why
was
you see my
anything for
face, because you
justice,
and your
I'd
sister
be
are
partying
a
and I'm
decrepit
not.
piece of shit. And y'all ate karma for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You act like your wife didn't serve it up to you and you wasn't crawling the streets of honey and shit.
Well,
Keep
she's right
playing. She
there.
kicked
Ask
you
her.
out too. We
She's
all
she's right
watched
there.
you
Ask her.
dragging your shit
She's
from
right
your
there.
mama's
Ask her.
house, begging your wife to come back home. So don't act like you ain't never been affected. Shut your fucking mouth.
You ain't got enough power to blow out a candle. I'll tell you that first and foremost.
listen.
For
She don't have to
two,
do
you
shit
can't
Yo,
affect
alone.
you
me.
sure
Hey,
got
hey,
slow the
And for
fuck down
three,
real
you
quick.
ain't kept my name out your mouth for 6
Uncle
months.
Bert, first of
I
all,
didn't
you ain't
want you
even
to.
made me, you ain't even
Bye
brought me to
bye.
my altar to do
Bye
work on
bye.
you. You're not even important enough to bring me to my altar to do work on you,
6 months.
even though people have asked for it.
6
That's not
months.
at
Uncle,
all in
look,
my wheelhouse.
Can I jump in?
I see
Can I
you,
jump
Uncle
I
in?
have
Bert.
blocked all of you guys,
Just a
and you
second.
guys
Just a
continue
You
to
second.
ain't
make
did
videos
shit.
on me.
Just,
6
It's
hey,
months you
weird.
did
okay,
nothing but run your mouth.
hey,
okay,
Witchfoot.
okay. Hold on.
Fenwa,
Let me
you
let
have
me
been
jump in.
blocked by all of us. So has
I
Raven.
blocked
So has
I don't
everybody, and
Honey.
you.
care.
So has
The only. Let me
I
Lucky.
say
don't
something.
So
Hold on.
has
The
care.
Good
only
Son.
videos I have ever responded. The only videos I have ever made have been in response
Birch is
to
talking.
videos that are made about me. I removed Raven in November. I blocked all of you guys in November. I am not going to continue going over the same thing. I keep telling everybody on my side, leave all them swamp rats the fuck alone.
Can I throw something in here? Okay.
I'm all
So,
ears, Uncle Bert.
as Candy knows, as most people know, Mindy doesn't actually have a lawyer. I do have a lawyer, and it only costs about $200 to file a suit on TikTok when your account gets removed. What you get from that is discovery. In the
Yep.
discovery, you get all of the IP addresses of everybody that reported. So if anybody wants to doubt that Mindy Matz reported my account, I know it. I know that her followers reported it. I know that Mindy reported it. I know everybody that fucking reported it. So in all of this, the only power that Mindy ever had was mass reporting. She's not a witch.
Wait,
She started practicing
That's
during COVID. She was a born again Christian before COVID.
I thought this was
That's what I
about
wanted
me.
to throw.
And
That's
I'm not
not
here
you know
talking
all
about
what?
they
that.
ever
Let me
did
just
was
add
do death
something. Wait,
I'm
threats
not here
and
talking
do
about
all of
that.
that.
I'm here
I
talking
have
about me.
something to
Playing
add.
you like
What
her
about me?
bitch.
I feel left out. I feel
Mindy
You're
is
lonely.
not about to
playing
be,
you like her
because you know
bitch.
what? You know what, Fenwa? I'm still waiting for your big bad self to do something to me like Raven said that you were doing for Miss Honey several months ago. Where it at,
All
Mr.
right, Uncle
Peter?
Birch, hold on. Before we get into that, Uncle Birch, what do you need me to do here? Because I actually do got things to do today, so I got about 15 minutes and I got to ride. So
Yeah.
whatever y'all need from me, get it from
We
me.
have private readings to attend to over on this end too. I have a shit ton.
Tell them about where on the YouTube they can see the receipts, that kind of thing.
Oh, just
Yep.
go right
Y'all can find me on
to Mystic
YouTube,
Holistic.
mystic_witch, and y'all can find all the receipts on there, and it won't get took down. And the live is on there too, the lives that we held
Yeah.
for it as well.
Yeah, keep doing that. I like that.
Yeah,
I
you're
really
gonna
do.
want your popcorn flowing
I'm
shrimp.
so
You're gonna
glad
want
You
your
you
want
like
popcorn
to?
it.
because all the
Hey,
chats are on
Fenwa,
there,
I
everything.
keep
for
putting
And
it.
when
on
I
a
say
show for you
chat,
daily.
I'm talking
I
about
don't give
our
a shit.
WhatsApp
I
chats
get
that are
off
from
on the fact that you
all the
watch.
way back last
I
year
get
that
off
Do,
on
includes
it.
do a few more.
everybody.
I like that.
I get off on the fact that all of you stalk our shit. I want y'all to know that. I get off on it every day. I wake up every morning. I'm like, damn, I have so many private seerships to attend to. But let me just post this one fucking video, shake my ass a little bit for the haters. You know what I'm saying? I
Y'all
just
are
get off on
amusing.
that.
I find
I
it
love
funny
that.
that I'm telling y'all I'm posting the receipts and stuff, and y'all hit me with a account warning. That's funny though. That's funny.
I like this.
I will
Candy,
honestly say I don't stalk
Candy. Wait,
anybody's anything.
hold on. Candy, they actually asked me to kick you off a minute ago. They gave
Yep.
me the option. I said
Yep.
no.
Because this is what happens when I come on screen and start telling the shit because they don't want to hear it because they're like, oh, she really got the real receipts. Her shit
Yeah,
ain't doctored. If she
this
speaks, they'll
happens
see it.
every time within seconds that we respond
Wait
with
for it,
just
guys. The
receipt.
gaslighting gonna start any minute.
Yep, that laugh right there leads right into the gaslighting and the narcissistic tendencies that you have. You should really seek a
I'm
therapist.
laughing. How is that bad? I'm laughing. I'm not arguing. I'm not pointing fingers.
You're
I'm
laughing to try
I'm
and
not
laughing.
even.
intimidate, and it's not
There's
going
no
to work.
argument because there would
I
have
Wow.
to
have
be a
had a
discussion
gun
on this
pointed right
side.
to
I'm
my
not
head
even speaking to
before,
this man on
and
this
you are
side. I'm speaking
nothing.
to Uncle Birch. Uncle Birch is the only person I'm not talking to nobody else but Uncle Birch. So for an argument to happen, you would be having to talk to one of these other motherfuckers because you ain't talking to me.
Rejection's a motherfucker.
Protection or projection? Which
No,
is
it's
both
called
things that you
Rejection.
do.
nah. Uncle Birch, see, that's actually called no contact. When you cut contact off from a narcissist, they don't fucking like it.
Nah, they then stalk your shit. They blow your shit up. They try and feed off of your energy. You know, I'm gonna just repeat it, Fenwa. I have had way worse boogeyman come after me, and I have been held by gunpoint to my fucking head. You do not scare me.
I like that. Keep telling me stuff. I like this. Keep telling me more about myself. I like to learn when I come on.
Now, Patricia.
Keep feeding me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hold on, Patricia. I will say, and I don't know everything he does, obviously, but I will say that as far as I know, he's never done anything against you as far as magically workings. As far as magical workings, as far as I personally know, he hasn't done anything. But again, I don't know everything. I'm not even going to try to pretend that I do.
I'm just letting y'all know. All I did was get in here and tell y'all what Mindy, aka Raven, aka Swamp Ass, said through voice recordings to me.
What? How does this go there?
Him and Honey.
I don't understand.
Honestly, though, Patricia, anything Raven says or does not surprise me a single bit. It doesn't. Not me.
I'm just saying he backed
I'm
it
not
up in
friends
this
with her.
live
I don't
talking
have
about,
nothing
oh,
to
I
do with
can't
her.
leave
I
the
don't
heat
like
off
her.
of you. So I think
Yeah, I do like hearing
somebody needs to
myself.
put one and one together.
I do love hearing myself, and I do love to watch
I
the
love
hate.
hearing rumors about myself too. Did you hear the one where I was Faye? Shut the fuck up.
I heard the one about the what was it? You had Thor's baby in Astro. Or you was the grand priestess, or you was the high priestess of Baron Samedi.
Oh, that's something that's not your business. Right
Yeah,
there.
that's a lot. They're not high priestesses.
No, he was talking about hearing rumors. He didn't say whether or not it was true. He said that's what he heard.
Really?
Baron Samedi doesn't have high priestesses. That's
and
not
who
what they
told
call
you
them.
that?
Just saying.
Who told you that? What practice
Just
are you
saying.
referring to? Are you referring to the practice that you practice or my practice and my heritage? Because he has several fucking names. Get that shit right.
I really don't care. How about that?
So then don't talk about my practice if you don't know shit. Because now you just look stupid.
I know enough. There's no such thing as a high priestess for Baron Samedi.
High priestess isn't the term, it's the whitewash term. Grow up.
That's the whitewash term. I like that. Say that some more.
Yawn. Fucking yawn.
Yawn. Absolute yawn in Peter energy. You know what? I hope that you make the mistake of coming for me, Fenwa. I hope that you literally have been sitting here trying to siphon my energy this entire time.
I don't even know
If
what
I did, there wouldn't be nothing you could do about it.
I hope it tastes real tasty. Because what happened when Miss Honeybee tried to do the same thing? She fucking went insane for several months.
It's funny how y'all deflecting on all kind of people who's not here.
I'm gonna put this out there.
It's funny how you can kick my
Hold on. I'm gonna put this out there.
Mixed
And I've had confirmation
biracial
from not
ass.
I'm gonna put this out there. I've had confirmation from several different sources. Honeybee went after me recently, and when I tell you she got slapped down, she got slapped down.
Why are y'all even worried about that little gnat?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
really.
not. I wasn't expecting it. It hit my plants, and I was
Listen,
on a lot.
she
And I
stole
got
from me and
confirmation it
said a
was
shit
her.
ton of lies about me, and then her entire fucking mental health, she went to every practitioner she fucking knew, crying, literally crying. Okay, because she drove herself insane. After having me
Okay,
channel
I'll put it
stay
on my card. I'll take
every
care of it.
single fucking day
Just leave it
because
right
she
there.
thought she was
Is
a
that
That's why I
better?
got the card.
That bitch is irrelevant.
All right, I'm off here. My daughter's here, y'all.
All right.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you
Mindy,
for the troll.
that's
I
again.
appreciate that. And
Dr. Mindy.
Birch, I ain't got no ill will towards you. We just got caught up in some shit we shouldn't have been.
Exactly. Who shit was that?
You know what I mean?
Birch has morals. How about that?
Come on.
But who shit was that?
Come
You
on
were
with
caught
it.
up in Mindy.
You see what I mean, Birch? I ain't got nothing against you. You and I just got caught up in some shit we shouldn't have been. Other people drug us into.
But who drug us into it? Who drug us into it, man?
Everybody but us.
Admit it.
Go,
The common
Birch.
denominator is Mindy. Mindy is starting shit with people and uses people as pawns. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Hey,
Papa,
And you know,
I'm a
you were a
troll.
pawn for Mindy.
I'm a
Divine, let him
troll,
go.
You're a
and this is
troll,
what I do.
but you were
Okay,
Mindy's pawn.
and
okay,
you know
I'm a
what else,
And
troll,
yeah, I
Fenwa?
don't
and
have
this
a
is what I
problem with
do.
you. You're
Hold
My
on,
Mindy's
hold on,
pawn.
And
practice,
for
hold on,
two, this is just
Divine,
me.
hold on. Hold on. Let him talk. Birch getting to the root of it. I've been waiting for this for a
all right.
minute.
But my kids are here,
Papa.
Birch. I'll
Yeah.
let you know when I can
No,
come
no.
back
Okay.
on after
Okay.
they
Okay.
leave,
Hey,
Birch.
hey, hey, hey.
I'm gonna message you back when
My channel.
I get
Okay.
alone.
It's my channel. Now let me talk for a minute. God damn it. The common denominator here is Mindy. And Mindy, Papa, used you as a pawn. We should have never had hostilities in the first place. We had hostilities because of Mindy. You have hostilities with the other people for other things. Ours was caused by Mindy. Mindy starts shit and gets other people to do her shit. And I've got more respect for you. That's why I haven't blocked you. Than to have you be Mindy's fucking
Well,
pawn,
I
man.
said that, Birch.
Just be a troll. Be a good troll.
Retract that statement, Birch. You're gonna lose a lot of people for saying that. Retract that statement. Say you hate me. Say I'm a piece of shit. Say it now, because a lot of people gonna be mad at you for that.
I don't. You know what? Hey. Google me, bitch. Google Uncle Birch. I can't be deplatformed anywhere.
Look,
Retract that statement, Birch. People gonna hate
Uncle
you for
Birch has
saying
a
you
mouth
like
and
me. That's
opinion
all I'm
of
gonna
his
tell you.
own. He can have that.
Google
He
me.
can absolutely have that.
Google
He's a
Uncle Birch.
human.
Google Uncle Birch.
Okay?
Duck, duck, go. Uncle Birch.
Ain't
I
nobody
cannot
on
be
this
removed
side
from the
be
internet.
getting
I
mad.
cannot
Like,
be
yo.
removed from any platform. I am fucking universal on the fucking internet. Nobody ever going to take me down. I'm always going to speak my mind. I'm going to be the guy that comes out here and says, real witches don't vote Republican. And I don't give a fuck what kind of shit I catch from that, because like you, I am trolling and eating that and feeding on the hatred of my haters.
Trolls are trolls, and we will always be trolls. I've been a troll for a long fucking time, and I love this. Y'all keep this up.
Different kind of troll.
You know, I
This
have a
makes me
question.
happy when y'all troll me. Y'all realize that, right?
I have a question. Uncle Birch,
But Birch, I do have to go because my kids are here. But I will hit you up, and when I'm back up, and we do another one if you want.
I hope you have a beautiful day, Fenwa.
Ew.
I hope you do.
Ew.
Oh, I will. My kids are here.
I know.
Ew.
I'm wishing you a good day. That's all. Oh, I love when people
All
talk
right.
about shit that they're
What
not
were you gonna
involved
say?
in. No, I just wanted to clarify for everybody up in here too that high priestess is in fact a whitewashed term in my practice because I'm mixed. A. And B, everything in my practice is very solid, verified by an array of people. An array. So, just so we're all on the same page, since Fenwa likes to spew a bunch of bullshit.
What are you pointing at? Coffee?
Possible, yeah.
That's right. I hear you. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't expect that we were going to be able to make peace, but people need
I
to
think he
butt
has a
heads.
secret crush on you.
Yeah, of course he does. But we have to have a platform where they can butt heads. I don't know if there'll ever be peace, but at least we get
There
clarity
isn't.
out. Everybody's
I love the
in the
fact that
I
you continue to
personally think
try.
that I personally think that for any level-headed thinking or discussions to be had, you have to, number one, be accountable for your actions. Number two, you have to apologize if you are trying to make peace. You can't say, oh, well, I did it. Could have been fake. Could have not been fake. Ha, 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 ha. Don't give a fuck. Because then we could say, well, respectfully, in the same aspect, fuck you.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to point
And
it out
nothing gets
here.
resolved.
We
Nothing gets
have,
resolved, all because somebody couldn't take accountability. He did blackmail me. He did blackmail me for Mindy.
and that's his
He
voice.
did have his pawns and her pawns send death threats to me. Yes, he very much did. Yes, I did have to file a police report. Yes, there was stalking involved. Yes, there was slander against myself and my business. Yes, there was threats against my family. And for that to be funny and to just cause chaos and turn it off, you don't turn that off when people are coming to my house.
No.
You don't
And
turn that off when people are leaving comments on my page saying this is how you end up on a milk carton. You don't do that because I'm a very protective mom. You don't do that. I will take every step that I need to ensure my safety and my children's safety. I don't care about the Witchtok drama, spell work. None of them people are even important enough to get me to my altar, number one. Number two, I will go file a police report when it comes to the safety of myself and my family before I'm going to start throwing work and grabbing herbs, because I'm going to protect myself in both the magic and the mundane. If you are trolling people in this nature, you're a fucking decrepit, disgusting being. And as a community, we should have turned our backs on them a long time ago. And I don't know
Yep.
why we continue to appease their behavior. But it's disgusting to me, and it's all behind one woman. But I will say this, anybody that shares the same thinking and like-minded mentalities of that woman and does the things that they did does not deserve peace. They deserve turmoil for the rest of their lives.
you know, they have people over there. Him and Mindy have had people over there making threats against black people every single fucking day. Like,
The racial comments, the slurs
calling
against
people, used Brillo
men were
pads,
disgusting.
making
That was
video after
disgusting.
video about us, even when blocked. That is fucking mental.
Mm-hmm. And no, it's the fact that I blocked everyone in that camp. And then they go online and I had to tell my people, stop sending me one, because they'll send messages and say, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that while I'm blocked. Yeah, I have you blocked because you guys are all mentally unstable and you spend your life on here trolling. And then you go on, like, do you really think that it's okay to take my business and drag it because you have nothing else to do?
And then let's talk about the fact that they're over here talking about people's private practices, closed private practices, like they
I mean,
know
people can
everything.
talk about what they want. My mom and dad taught me all a long time ago. People are going to say things about you that aren't true. People are
No,
going to
it's
look
not
at
about
you.
us.
They're going to make things up about you. We're not going to be able to control that. We are only controlling how we respond to these factors. What I can say is, whatever they do is their own demise, because whenever he gets on here laughing, ha ha ha, I this, I that, you're in yourself.
Yeah,
I work
you're
for the
in your
universe.
ego.
I move as my team tells me to move. I only move when my team tells me to move. So I'm very well protected and I don't have to fear this little internet beef that they got going on. But I will say that the second you threaten my family and my children, I take that very, very seriously. And I will never have a peace table. Call me Judas at that peace table, because I got a shank and I'm going to get you. You set me anywhere close to anyone who threatens my kids, you won't walk away. It will never be peace with that. But what I can say is, yeah, thanks for the open table and the discussion for him to be able to sit here and cackle and show his true colors. Because everybody that does want to see that proof, Mystic_Witch on YouTube. You can also Google Kirk, Kirk Bergeron, expose Papa Fenwa on YouTube. Same thing with Mindy, the Bayou Bruja expose on YouTube. They're all findable. The documents that are in there, nothing is altered. Everything is literally recorded from another phone. You can see me open it, play the messages end to end. It's encrypted under a WhatsApp, so it cannot be doctored. WhatsApp is end to end encrypted. So don't play with it. I don't play with it. And when it comes to myself, my business, my kids, I don't play with that either.
Which BTW, anybody who has messages from Raven, that's what she uses. WhatsApp. She uses WhatsApp, not her real fucking number. So anybody who sits here and says that certain things are doctored in voice recordings, no.
Yep, no, absolutely not. Not months of conversations, not months of end-to-end encrypted conversations. So regardless, the proof is out there, and for those who want to view it, they will. For those who want to remain blind, they will also. And at this point, if the blind is leading the blind, it's on them. I had a whole playlist on my TikTok, and I'll tell you, I lost 2 pages behind receipts because of it, and I'm not fighting for my page anymore.
All of our pages within seconds of posting any proof that this entire group asked for, they would go and report our pages.
Yeah, and on this main page, TikTok gave me the feature last year, which I was thankful for, beta testing the people who report this page. So that's the only reason that I haven't lost this page. And I show you guys on TikTok all the time when somebody reports it, it shows their username, so I'm able to block them immediately. But on my other 2 pages, posting the receipts, it was immediately took down within 1 weekend. And that was the same time when the YouTube video was made by Mindy Raven, aka Bruja, who was saying to mass report Karamia and the Witchtok situation. They was going through the whole mass reporting stuff. I don't think the Chat Diva, you guys can't see it. It's a beta testing feature that I have been doing for TikTok for the past almost year. They gave it to me last October.
I get to see, like, they give me a warning on my lives now whenever somebody's trying to report it. And then I also get a warning on my video, like, hey, this has been flagged. And then I have the option to do something about it.
On the beta testing feature, I'll re-upload that and I'll pin it to the top of my profile or something later on. They just allow me to see who reports it, and it gives me the option to block that person and also give them limited access to my page. So I think it's a new feature that they're going to roll out soon, and I was hoping with this last update it would have been on there.
Damn, I hope so. That'd be great.
Yeah, it would be great. That's how I caught a lot of people that I didn't know. I was like, man, that one really hurt my heart. They reported me, and then I messaged them, hey, you reported me? And they was like, whoa.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I want to do that. All right, I should get out of here, too.
Yep, I got to get out of here. Yeah.
Thank you for your time, Uncle Birch.
It was interesting. I didn't really expect it to, bring peace, but people got to butt heads, in public sometimes, and we got to see Papa Fenwa is, and we got him to admit that he's a troll. So I'll call it a win.
Story time next time.
Right. Thanks for coming in. I just saw Bree Witch came in, so maybe if I go live tomorrow, maybe Bree Witch will be out of live jail by then, and we can bring her on.
Why is she in live jail?
Yeah, coming on Uncle Bertha's live is just dangerous.
She said the C word on my live, and apparently.
Yeah, I know. I was in the comments when that went down.
The CO word, and she's not allowed to say that.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Ah, good.
All right.
Alrighty,
I hope
guys.
you guys have a good day.
Thanks for coming on. Good to see you.